Hi guys, Zeth here, and welcome back to another episode of TerraFirmaCraft. So, this is actually going to be my third time trying to record this episode. Yeah, all the other times I've gone to edit it and I just haven't been happy with it. So, let's... Oh god, those chickens. I need to kill all of them. Like, no survivors. Anyways. So, the last two times I've tried to record this, I've been working on automating our bloomeries. And I've kinda got it happening. Let's walk through the wiring. Basically, we've got a timer here, and we've got two indicator lights. This one is useful for this over here, and this one right here is for this one. What these basically say is that, hey, there's a shortage of something over in this one. This was done with comparators, which, if you know vanilla Minecraft, you know they take nether quartz. And if you know vanilla TFC, that's a little hard to get. But yeah, if you take a look in... Where is it? Where's the bottom one? Ah, there. Oh, wait. Am I lying to you guys? Wait, no. No, okay. No, I just got them mixed around. So, oh, that's... I need to change that eventually. Oh well. Basically, these get turned on or off based on availability of iron and coal. If there is no coal and no iron, these turn on. This takes a signal from the timer, drags it up here, and for the second one over here, it's going to tick into this. It doesn't currently, I don't think. But these two will be activated by that, assuming it also gets the signal from the comparator. So, yeah, that was about an hour-long footage take thingy. No joke, that took me an hour to do. I am not good at redstone. So what I'm going to be doing from now on, I think, with redstone is I'm going to actually do it all off camera and most likely just bring you guys back in after it's all done and say, hey, here's how it works. And if you guys want to see like a tutorial or something like that, I can try. I'm not really good at building tutorials, I don't think, though. Okay, so what are we actually doing today? Well, seeing as I no longer have to automate the bloomeries, or these two bloomeries, I still have to get those ones over there. Not doing that on camera. Screw that. But I'm not defeated yet. I said I wanted to set up the confluence. I'm going to set up the gosh dang confluence. But I am going to be doing something a little bit different with the confluence than what I was originally planning. My plan originally was to go a ways out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go close. That was totally planned. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, I've always considered this kind of the front of my base, which you can't see thanks to the tree farm kind of thing. It's not really a tree farm, it's just like a homegrown forest. There's no organization whatsoever. But, you know, like, where we actually have a door, I consider the front of the base, like right there. And I like to keep using the front as the front, so I wanted, so that basically limits where the confluence can be to this kind of area. But I'm not entirely sure what exact kind of terrain I want to have for it. I've thought about it. I don't want it to be flat, like perfectly flat, but I don't want it to be like what we had last season where it's just a hill on one side kind of thing. It might actually be. Let's get a good lay of the land. Or try to, anyway. So, let's get back to those comparators. Do I have any? I do not. Basically, I'm pretty sure it's the Bibliocraft TFC add-on that adds it, but there's a recipe for the comparator circuitry, which is it's basically you just take two gold sheet and work on the anvil, and there it is. Which I like. I've always I like the comparators, and in a TFC setting, that recipe is, in my opinion, expensive enough. And yeah. Okay. Now, one thing that I do really want is I do want wherever we set up to be far enough away from our base that it is unloaded. Oh boy. Reason being for that, for wanting it to be unloaded, is one, I've been getting really bad frames around there. So, yeah, farther we can get away from that, better, I guess. Also, getting away from those gosh darn chickens. Okay, we are going the wrong way. Directly this way. What is directly this way? So another thing that I actually talked about in the last time I tried to record this is tinkers. I actually didn't finish talking about it. I started and I said, yeah, I have this really great plan for tinkers and I really want to know what you guys think about it. Then I got distracted and never went back to it. But my plan is basically to have all of the tinker parts as drops. Reason being is it's actually something I do kind of dislike about Tinker's Construct. You do it all like in your base. It's not, doesn't really go with TerraFirmaCraft in that, because TFC is all about the exploration, and ow, that hurt a little bit. I've been playing, what was it, Ziggurat a lot, so not quite used to control sprinting. Which, actually, on that kind of note, I shouldn't be recording right now. It is late, but I couldn't sleep, and yeah. So at least I have you guys to join me in my sleeplessness. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this episode out for you guys tomorrow or later today. Saturday. Maybe. All depends on my wonderful internet. Well, I think this could do. This could do nicely. I've been trying to come up with what the bounds would be, and we are a little ways away. We're actually up in the upper area, upper right, more or less. This section of the map is slightly bugged, and it's kind of actually driving me a little crazy. So my idea here is, as with most people who try to build anything, to actually work with the terrain. And actually, this might not be where I was looking at earlier. This is diorite, so no, this is actually, I think it's one hill over that I was looking at. But the diorite is going to be important. Other things of note in this area, we've got a surface copper vein, which is always good. There's some gold over in that direction. There's forests of lag all over, including an actual, like, full-on jungle, which is good for charcoal. I can just take the steel axe over there and, ooh, everything will just fall. And it'll be beautiful. So yeah, this is actually where I was looking at, so this is the area that I'd like to set up in. I think. Yep, definitely this one. I hid behind in there last night. I've actually come up with what I think is going to be a good idea too, as far as base design. So, I guess let's get to it. So I swear English is my primary language. Couple other things. I did put in a hacksaw recipe. The original recipe I had involved lapis, and I don't know what I was thinking when I made that recipe. I don't know. So, now it is a bit more sensible of a recipe, involving, I just did this exact same thing again. Up there. Now, can you stretch that far? Yes. I'm trying to get this to not collapse. Seems like a good idea to me anyway. Oh, oop. Hi there. That's a little bit of a lag. Now what I'm thinking is I want to remove this. I'd really like to not have all this fall though. But, I mean, if it does, it's not that big of a deal. I want to work with a terrain, but my idea is not dependent on the terrain. So, other stuff that I've been thinking about is with the with what I said earlier about having the Tinker's Construct items being drops, I would have random, rarely spawning bosses like Javelin Skeleton armored in blue steel, or actually red steel, because blue steel is against piercing and red steel slashing, so you would want to make sure to use a mace on it. Riding a warg kind of thing. So basically like a very terrifying enemy. Something that you would consider running away from, and that would drop like the best tier kind of stuff. I don't know, I haven't thought through all of the ideas, but I did come up with, I do want wooden weapons to still be a thing, and those would drop only from wooden enemies. Which means Trents, or I forget if they're Trents or what they are. Basically, when you are knocking out, actually no, Trents, Spriggans, and Shamblers. Spriggans and Shamblers both come about when you are just like knocking out leaves, or not leaves, but farming products or tall grass, stuff like that. And I'm probably going to expand and also increase the chance of them. They're not too difficult of enemies. You just have to have an axe, and they go down in like one hit, even a stone axe. So those will probably, and they won't be like 100% drops. My goal with this kind of system is that you would naturally get these things, and occasionally you would have to say, okay, so I want to create X, Y, or Z. Meaning you have to target X, Y, or Z mob, or X, Y, and Z boss kind of thing. And yeah, I've just been thinking about that kind of stuff. I haven't done any like planning on anything more than planning, I should say. But just kind of wanted to know what you guys would think of that kind of idea. I'm basing that kind of off of 7 Days to Die. I've mentioned it in a previous episode that I've been watching the Minecraft servers 7 Days to Die stuff, and I really like the idea that they have there where it's you can find both either the schematic for something or the part for it, and I want to kind of implement that. So beyond having the parts drop, bigger stuff. This would actually be like dungeon, real dungeon kind of stuff, which I don't know if I even want to bother with that. And this is meant to be mostly just, a pack for myself. But, I mean, it'd be kind of fun to do that kind of stuff too. But, yeah, I guess I shouldn't get too ahead of myself there. But that's where you'd probably get stuff. Later on, I'll actually be able to give actual information on it if I choose to go that route. But yeah. So I guess another thing I really should say about come on, Rain. I just started recording. Oh well. The other thing I should say about Tinkers is that in my pack, it's not going to be a requirement. In fact, I'm planning on the tool damage being probably 3/4 of the damage you would get from a like tool level. That'd be for like the broadsword or the longsword. I'm actually not sure if I can set rapier damage different or how all of that works yet. But I'll be able to figure that out eventually. I hope. And hi, Skelly. But a lot of packs where Tinker's Construct is in, you basically are forced into it. Like, if you don't, there's no other valid tools or that kind of stuff. Like, there's nothing else that really is even a third as effective. I actually want to flip that on its head, where Tinker's is great. These are Spriggans, by the way. And they are very weak to the axe. Like, yeah. I don't think the type of axe matters all that much, as long as it is an axe. I'm actually pretty excited about this new area. And I've said this many, many times. We're not giving up on the tower. We are merely leaving it for the moment. And if you haven't guessed, I'm making a gigantic charcoal pit. It's a way to kinda welcome myself home. Figure there's nothing better to welcome yourself into an area than burning down a forest of trees which don't repopulate. Yeah, right? That's the best thing you can do, right? Alright, but I'm actually starting to feel like I might be able to fall asleep, so I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And, oh, hi. Come on. Come on. Yep, there you go. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys later. Ow. Ow. Come on. I want to say bye, but I don't want... You know what? I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Jerk stole my wood.